Today, I'm making wild garlic pesto, and not just one version, but two. One with olive oil and one without olive oil, which is still flavor packed and delicious. Both are nut-free and can be made easily in a blender. It's one of my son's favorite things to eat.
Pesto.
Plus, it's way cheaper than store-bought pesto, no pricey pine nuts, parmesan, or basil. And you can forage for the wild garlic leaves for free. If you've got access to wild garlic, this is honestly one of the best ways to use it. And if you don't, bookmark this video for next spring. This isn't a foraging channel, but I do like using what's seasonal and free. When I'm picking wild garlic, I always go slightly away from the main path, just to avoid any leaves that have been, well, christened by dogs. Don't pick any leaves with holes, shiny slope trails, or any bird droppings. And only ever take what you'll actually use. I think the general rule for foraging is to leave at least 2/3 of any patch alone so that it can regrow and be used by other creatures. Once I'm back home, I keep it simple. Soak the wild garlic in salty water for at least 5 minutes and then rinse it thoroughly several times to get rid of the salt and any insects or debris. As I'm rinsing it, I generally turn the leaves around several times to make sure that everything's getting a good rinse. Lots of people recommend patting all of the leaves dry or put them into a salad spinner. I tend to just give it a few shakes in the colander and leave it to drain. You don't need to dry every leaf individually. This isn't a salad competition. First up, the oil-free version. This one's really bright, a bit zingy, and it works beautifully in a squeeze bottle for decorating plates or drizzling over salads. Here's what I'm adding to the blender. About 100 grams of wild garlic, or 4 packed cups, 4 to 6 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, which is optional but adds a lovely level of flavour, about half a teaspoon of salt and black pepper to taste, about ½ cup of pumpkin seeds, which have been toasted. This is what the pumpkin seeds should look like as you're cooking them, so they're a little bit golden and you'll hear that lovely popping noise. The zest and juice of 1 lemon, and then about a ½ cup of water, and a few chili flakes if you like. Just use enough water to keep the mixture moving, and you may need to use your blender stick. So next up, it's the olive oil version. I'm not bothering washing the blender in between. It's the same base, but the olive oil gives it that richness and spoonable texture that we all know and love with pesto. Unfortunately with this batch, I blended a little too heavily. So for this one, I'm adding the same ingredients. I'm just replacing the water with extra virgin olive oil. And I'm adding the olive oil at the end and drizzling in slowly. You can serve either version on raw pasta, spaghetti, or choose whatever you've got on hand, or just spread it on some toasted sourdough. Here I've got a few slices of sourdough with some cashew cheese and a drizzle of the oil-free pesto. You can freeze it. It doesn't last too long in my house, but when you're coming towards the end of wild garlic season, you'll probably thank yourself. So I normally put it into jars with a little bit of space at the top. So that was wild garlic pesto, made 2 ways, both nut-free, really cheap, and delicious. Let me know in the comments which you prefer and what you serve it with. I'll probably be over there somewhere in the kitchen just eating it straight off a spoon.